Warner Brothers has finally given us a peek at two massive movie monsters going toe-to-toe. Xbox pulls off a stunning reversal with its online strategy. And a game maker with a fantastic talent for creating remakes has sold its soul to the devil. All that and the latest in everything cool today in The Rundown. Welcome to the show, everybody. We've got a great one for you. It is dedicated to our buddy Hip Hop Dan, who on my latest side-scrolling superheroes vid said he has loved my Game Boy Color review since back in the day. And speaking of classics coming back, let's talk about that Monster Mash. Godzilla Vs Kong is actually the fourth movie in what Legendary Pictures is calling their Monsterverse. It follows up Kong Skull Island and the two previous Godzilla movies. I've also got some other incredible stats, like this is the 36th movie made with Godzilla and the 12th movie with King Kong, but none of that stuff really matters because all we're here for with this trailer is to see a giant ape punch a giant lizard in the face, and that's what we get out of this very entertaining trailer. This is, crazy destruction, all kinds of hell raining down on Earth, and Kong must be called into action to help save the day against this ferocious lizard that is just laying waste to cities and destroying lives all over the place, and it looks freaking incredible. It looks dumb, and it looks like it's going to be crazy amounts of fun. I don't really care what any of the human beings are saying in this trailer, and likely when I see the movie, I won't be paying too much attention to the dialogue, but if the action sequences can kind of live up to this taste that Warner Brothers and Legendary have provided for us in this unbelievably fun trailer, I cannot freaking wait. This comes out in just a couple more months, March 26th, and as we all know, it's part of that cool HBO Max deal, and as we also all know, HBO Max is only currently available in the United States. Every time I post anything about HBO Max, a Canadian viewer always reminds me that, damn, we don't have that freaking thing here in Canada. Now, this trailer drops just after news of all kinds of delays hitting movie screens. That was the last rundown that I just did, talking about James Bond being delayed and all kinds of other movies, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Morbius, Uncharted. But here comes King Kong in just a couple more months, and so it's starting to really feel like that Warner Brothers and HBO Max deal, as table-turning as it is for Hollywood, it is definitely exciting for us fans of genre-type entertainment and big monster movies like this. I think that this is going to be a monstrous-sized success for HBO Max. Clearly, Warner Brothers will be disappointed that theaters aren't open for it to become a huge success for them theatrically, but I think a lot of people are going to want to see this flick. Are you one of those people? Let me know in the comments below. Now, we also just had a stunning turnaround from Xbox. Friday, January 22nd was an interesting day for the folks at Xbox. They first announced that they were going to be increasing the price of their online service, Xbox Live Gold, which allows players to play online through their servers, but also to download some freebie games every month, which has actually been a pretty cool thing. It's been running for a long time, but clearly the bigger priority at Xbox, especially recently, has been Xbox Game Pass, and there is actually a bundle where you can get Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass together. It's called Game Pass Ultimate, and Xbox's focus has definitely been on getting more subscribers to Game Pass Ultimate and trying to get people to move away from Xbox Live Gold, which has been around for a very long time. It hasn't really changed over the years, so the announcement of a price increase didn't go over so well with the Xbox community. Lots and lots of people were tweeting at Microsoft and posting things, posting videos, lots of complaints out there, and within 24 hours, they reversed the decision and said, nope, everything is staying the same price-wise, and we're going to let people play free-to-play games on Xbox Live without having to have an Xbox Live Gold subscription, which is something that they used to have to do in the past. There's not really much more to add to this story than that, except for the fact that this is not something that we see that often in the video game industry, and I just want to express some major kudos to Phil Spencer and Aaron Greenberg and the rest of the team over at Xbox for listening to the consumer feedback and the community feedback and responding so quickly with what is absolutely the correct decision. The only thing that I might add is maybe it's time for Xbox to consider just one service that includes all of that, and it's one price point, maybe $10 a month. Maybe it's called Game Pass Gold or something like that, and that's it. You know, not these tiered different ideas and different strategies and having to placate legacy subscribers to services. Maybe it should just be unfolded all under one lower lower cost umbrella service to avoid confusion like this. But clearly, making any decisions around changes like this is something that everybody has to take into consideration, and that's going to go for PlayStation and Nintendo with their online services as well. You can't just jump forward with price increases without first kind of feeling it out with your community, and that's something that Xbox learned the hard way, but clearly they responded beautifully. So kudos to you guys. Now, the other major change that's happened in the video game industry recently is the maker of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 Plus 2 might be making a remake to Diablo II. The 200 folks that make up Vicarious Visions, a vaunted game developer that has made tons of great games over the years, including the recent masterpiece Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 Plus 2, is now a part of Blizzard Entertainment, and all kinds of speculation is out there that these folks are now going to be in charge of making a beautifully crafted Diablo 2 remake, which is something that's been on the docket and sort of in the pipeline for a long time. There's all kinds of speculation about what's happened behind the scenes and why this change needed to happen. And I thought, it would be a perfect time for me to bring on somebody that is kind of an expert in these matters. He was the 17th employee at Blizzard Entertainment and was in charge of massive franchises like Diablo. I talked with my friend Bill Roper. What does Blizzard mean to you, Bill?
Blizzard is where I got started. That's, 26 years ago now. We were coming up with crazy ideas, trying to make games that we wanted to play because we thought we were the target audience. We got fortunate. We were. And one of the things we always say is that, once you've been at Blizzard, you kind of bleed Blizzard blue the rest of your life. So I still have a lot of love for the company.
What happened with Warcraft 3 Reforged?
Seeing that they were going to be updating that, doing a remaster, bringing it forward onto modern technology and machines was super exciting. They had ideas and visions they were trying to accomplish, and when it came out, they just didn't get there. There's a lot of speculation why that was. Did it get rushed? Did they have the right people on it? You never know unless you're in the studio where someone decides to do some tell-all book at some point. It was disappointing for fans, but I love the idea behind it. I love the idea that they have these amazing games that came out, in some instances now 20 years ago that people are still playing. And I really want to see those games now be available to a next generation of players.
Well, and that really kind of speaks to how important Diablo 2 is as a remake, and this whole news of Vicarious Visions being absorbed by Blizzard. Does that all make sense to you? Are they the right group of developers to build us an awesome Diablo 2?
They very well could be. I was really torn. I love the Tony Hawk series, Tony Hawk 1 and 2. Vicarious Visions was just doing this incredible work of taking these beloved franchises and older games and doing pretty brilliant remasters of them. So it makes a lot of sense from that standpoint. I really hope that the Vicarious Visions team is excited about the opportunity and that they're really given the same kind of free reign to do what they did for those products on Diablo 2. Diablo 2 was one of those times where I think the sequel was so much better than the original. And by the time we got to the later patches and we introduced skill and spell synergies and all the things, it just really became something that I don't think even we envisioned it could become. I think if there's a lot of learnings there on how to work within the Diablo franchise, how to take something that looks beautiful in that setting and remake it. And if they apply that with Vicarious Visions, I think they could do something pretty incredible, but they kind of have to be as dedicated to that remaster as they would be on a new project.
Do you think with Diablo 2 remake, Diablo 4, and Diablo Immortal, is that too much Diablo?
Can you have too much Diablo? I think it's interesting. Of the three projects you mentioned, one is very mobile focused and is really about, I think, bringing a different type of player into the Diablo franchise. The remake, it's just like the biggest fan service you could do, right?
Totally.
They do it great. And now people are like, yes, I love it. And then Diablo 4 kind of gets to be that, now here's everything we've learned, right? And now here's the brand new thing. They've got a huge opportunity. They have to really make them all work together.
Well, one thing's for sure, Diablo 4 Collector's Edition or Mega Edition is going to have a lot of extra content in it, isn't it?
Oh, God, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, they could just go absolutely crazy with that.
Always great to have Bill Roper on EP. In fact, I've scheduled Bill to be my guest on a live Vic's Basement on February 5th, so make sure you come back for that. We've got tons to talk about. Now, as far as an official announcement from Blizzard absorbing Vicarious Visions, they said to GameIndustry.biz, after collaborating with Vicarious Visions for some time and developing a great relationship, Blizzard realized there was an opportunity for Vicarious Visions to provide long-term support. Now, they haven't officially announced that they're working on a Diablo II remake, but that's what the rumor is. That's what Jason Schreier over at Bloomberg has pointed out. So we probably will hear some kind of an announcement soon. And I want to know what you guys think. Is that going to be too much Diablo with Immortal and 4 and a 2 remake, or is that just the right amount of Diablo for you? And do you want to get them all? And do you think they will be part of some huge collection that Blizzard will provide when they release Diablo 4? Or is that sort of pushing the timelines too much? Clearly, if you're a Diablo fan, you've got a lot of things to be excited about right now. And speaking of Diablo 4, I will definitely have Rod Ferguson back on Vic's Basement when he's ready to talk about that game. I can't wait to play it. It looks absolutely stunning. All right, my friends, that does it for our rundown today. I'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new episode for you. Thank you again to Bill Roper for being a guest on the show today. Thank you to all of our EPN subscribers and all of our EPN members. We'll see you tomorrow. And until then, play forever.